So this is a super simple little turtle farm. The baby turtles don't die, but you can collect all of their scute, and once they grow up, the adults filter themselves out and head off to sea. It's the perfect turtle farm for the release of 1.13. Hey everybody, it's Hex here. I'm wearing my turtle hat, my turtle helmet, whatever you call it. Why am I wearing a turtle helmet? Because today we're going to be taking a look at a super simple, easy peasy little turtle farm. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. So, check it out. Right here what we have is we have a little, I just realized my menu wasn't up. We have a little area here for the turtles to breed. So then you come in here and you feed them some seagrass, give that one some seagrass and this one some seagrass, and there's some hearts. Apparently a couple of them aren't quite ready to breed. Anyway, there they go. They breed away. They make some turtle eggs, yada, yada, yada. Then the turtle eggs eventually, after many game ticks, will hatch. As you can see, that one's kind of headed that direction. And when they hatch, the baby turtles will hatch and they will attempt to get to the ocean. The ocean is over there. They might also be attempting to get to this water as well that's in here. I'm not exactly sure. But then when they grow up, as you can see, the adult turtles, once they grow up, the adult turtles are able to then get out. They go into these water streams and are eventually pushed down into the ocean. They're probably having trouble because I'm holding seagrass. There we go. There they go, and they go off on their merry way. Now remember, if you breed them out here, they will in fact come back to this very beach and breed here. But you don't have to breed them out here. You can just breed the ones that are inside this little area right here. A couple of things about the farm. It does cost a little bit as far as because you have to use bookshelves to make this work. I tried it with some other things and it just didn't work out. So the basic mechanic of it is that down in here we have some bookshelves, and right above those bookshelves is water source blocks. Now the water source blocks are right there, and you have this tiny little gap where the little tiny baby turtles can hang out, but they cannot get into the water because they're too small. They can't get in there. But once they grow up into the larger turtles then with their hitbox will go into the water and they'll be able to swim up, and they'll swim up and then they'll come into the water streams, etc. Now, why are there all these hoppers right here? There's all these hoppers here because remember in 1.13, items float. So when the little baby turtles grow up, they drop their scute. The scute floats up into the water and voila, it comes into these hoppers right here and then off into this little chest, or wherever you want to put the chest. And as you can see, got some scute in there too. There we go. If you want to make this farm more, like put out a lot more scute, like if you're on a server or something, just build a bigger one. That's all I can recommend to you. It takes the amount of time that it takes for these eggs to hatch. It takes the amount of time that it takes for these little baby turtles to grow up, and it's quite a bit of time actually, the way they have the game set up right now. But eventually when that does happen, you can harvest the scute, and it's 100% automatic except for the feeding of the turtles. So once you have a bunch of eggs in here, you can stop breeding them, go off on your merry way, come back several 1,000 game ticks later, and collect your scute in the chest, or you can put a shulker box there, or have this go into a shulker box loader, or whatever you want. Okay, that's the whole thing. It's pretty simple. I like it because it doesn't require you to kill the turtles, which I don't think you should kill a turtle. I don't think that's nice. But some farms have, there's the turtles automatically get killed, the adults, and then you harvest the seagrass. There's way more efficient ways to harvest seagrass, which I will show you in another video. But for now, let's get on with how to construct this thing here. Okay. The first thing that you want to do when considering where to place this is you want to place it somewhere where there is an ocean or river or something that the turtles are going to track to, the adults that is, and the babies. And then you want to build it so that the turtles, the breeding area is on this side, and of course the water and the hoppers and stuff are on this side. And the reason for that is because it actually uses the AI of the turtle. When the turtle as a little baby turtle, they want to go to the ocean. These guys can't get there because they're trapped, but the babies want to go there so they can get through the little tiny gap there. They can get on top of these, and as I described earlier. So picking this location is fundamental to being able to build the farm. All right, once you've chosen a location, all you have to do is dig down 2 deep, and I recommend like 4 wide. That seems to be a nice area for the turtles to lay their eggs. Something like this. And then I did mine. Let's see how many blocks we did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. But that size is completely arbitrary. You can build it wider. You can build it skinnier. You could even build like a smaller one and then expand it out later as you get more resources and are able to do more of these bookshelves. So that is kind of the limiting factor, is like how many bookshelves you can build. And holy cow, that seems to be a turtle area right there. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll go one more like this, 6, like that. Okay, and then we're going to dig this whole thing down 2 blocks. Very good. That is our turtle breeding center. Next, we have to go over another block this way. And then another block. Actually, we just have to dig all this out. Okay, so then dig that out all the way to where you're going to have like level to the sea. Now, again, I recommend building it relatively close to the sea like I have here. I don't know exactly how many blocks I have. It doesn't have to be exactly that close, but somewhat close to the sea so that the turtles are tracking to the sea. Does that make sense? Okay, I think I've said that enough times. All right, the next thing that you want to do is take out your little enchanting tables and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take a break, and then 1, 2 there. And then you're going to build a double row of these things. Like that. Very good. Okay. Next, what you want to do is grab some glass, and you're going to put glass all along here like this. Hello, Mr. Turtle. How's it going? All right. Next, what you want to do is you want to build up the walls of this a little bit so that they are like too high above the ground here. So let's go ahead and find ourselves some sandstone, or it doesn't matter what block you use. I'm just using sandstone so it'll blend in, but it's certainly not required to build it out of sandstone. You can build it out of whatever solid block you want, this part anyway. Okay, so we're just going to surround this area on 3 sides with the sandstone, and I'm going to replace this just to show you that that could be sandstone like that right there. Okay, cool. Next, we're going to go ahead and put a layer of the sandstone right there like that. Mr. Turtle. Now, see, here's a problem because you're not supposed to be in there. All right. Yeah. Let's see. The next thing that you want to do is you're going to build your hopper lines. So I'm going to go, yeah, I'll go this way. That's fine. Okay. So you're going to build a hopper line so that it's coming out here, and let's say it's going to go into your chest. So I'll put a chest right there, so that it mirrors the other one on the other side, and then you're going to come out this way. It doesn't really matter where you put your chest, but you want this hopper line like this, okay? All the way across there so that it goes and is flush with these blocks here at the end. Then you want to do a second line. I know it's annoying, it's a lot of hoppers, but trust me, you need them in order to make this thing work. Okay, just like that. The reason that you need 2 is because the items seem to flow through here really fast, and sometimes the first one doesn't pick it up. So then you'll just end up with a bunch of Scute out here just sort of floating out in the ocean, and that's not what you want. You want them in your chest. So 2 lines of hoppers are the way to go. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and fill this in with your sandstone like that. And we might as well fill this in here as well, just for looks. And then you can go up 1 more layer thusly, like that. There you go. That's at the same level as the other one. Okay. Next up, what you want to do is start filling this up with water. So the first layer of water is going to go in here like this. And this, this won't be too hard in survival mode. You're going to need a water source nearby and stuff. But here we go. So we've got our water source, our water bucket, and we're going to place water there. We're going to place water there. We're going to place water all along here so that all of these are nice source blocks like that. Okay. And then all of these should be source blocks the way that I had it filled in. And then as you can see, there does exist that gap right above our enchanting tables. I think I've been calling them bookshelves. Have I been calling them bookshelves? Have I been calling them bookshelves? That is insane. What is wrong with me? Anyway, they are enchanting tables. Okay, next what you want to do is you're going to place a layer of water here, like this, okay? And then you're going to want to include this layer right there, okay? So we want that effect. Now, comes the funky part. We need to place in water here so that it's going to flow out, down like that. So we're going to place all along there. Okay, so you place water source down there, and then you place water source blocks on top of this right here, and then you place water source blocks behind that. Okay, like that. And the reason for that is because you have to have this stream that's coming down and out, and in order to push the turtle down and out. And I don't know why this guy is like not following the plan here. I think he's trying to breed or something, but I haven't fed him any seagrass. Anyway, he's out of the way of the baby turtles, which is the big problem. So eventually he'll work his way out of there. Okay, then the very last step is relatively simple. You just have to get 2 turtles into the bottom of this thing somehow. I have a spawn egg, so I'm just going to do it that way. No, like this. 1, 2. 2 turtles is fine. 4 is better. Try not to put them into the sand because then they will die. You stupid turtle. I saved your life. Now cooperate with me. There we go. Okay. And like that. Okay. And then you get your seagrass and you feed them seagrass and they will start breeding. Make sure that the entire bottom of this thing is sand. I see some sandstone right here. You don't want that because they cannot, they can't lay their eggs in anything but sand. So it has to be sand as far as I'm aware at this point. 1.13 is still pretty new, being 2 days old, really. So yeah, there's like that. Okay, so then these guys will breed. I can simulate breeding them up like this. Just right click on one with that, and then there we go, with your spawn egg, and then they should all head towards the sea. If yours are not heading towards the sea, then you have built the orientation wrong, and you're gonna have to figure out which way they're heading, and then that way you can reorient your farm. That might be a little bit annoying, but at least your farm will function that way. I tried to build this in a super flat world, and it didn't work at all because the turtles didn't have anywhere to track to. But since they're tracking to the sea, tracking to the water here, the little babies, they go right on in, and they're happy. So that's good. All right. Okay, cool. So then eventually, I'll get my fingers in the right place on the keyboard, and then eventually after that, these guys will grow up. So I will simulate that by feeding them some seagrass and cutting ahead in the video. There we go. Did you see it? There it goes. The Scute went in. The Scute came up. This guy's coming up to the surface, and he should be heading out to sea soon. Let me get this seagrass out of my... There he goes. And he's heading down the water streams and out into the ocean to swim on his merry way. And there goes another one. Scute collected. And here we are. There we go. Okay, good. And any more gonna go? Well, they might. Okay, so let's check our chest real quick, see if we got our 2 Scute. There they are. And as you can see, it works just nicely. Okay, very cool. I think it's a super simple little one, especially to get started. If you want to build something... See if we have that third one in there. No. Huh. That's irritating. Well, you might have to have a third hopper line. Yeah. If you get that happening, you're going to have to build a third hopper line. There we go. A lot of hoppers. A lot of hoppers. I know. But it's okay. There we go. All right. I wasn't having that problem with the example, but if you do get a couple of these guys floating out to sea, then you're going to have to build yourself a little bit bigger hopper line. There we go. But regardless, that is the concept of the farm. All right. Well, guys, this has been Hex. I hope that you've enjoyed this little... Well, guys, this has been Hex. Well, guys, this has been Hex. I hope that you've enjoyed this little turtle farm. I'm excited for 1.13. I hope you are too. And hopefully this will help you get a little bit more Scute, a little bit more easily, and enjoy your turtles at the same time. Anyways, if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more like it, don't forget to subscribe. And another thing, if you are already a subscriber and you really like this video and you know some people that might like it too, sharing it helps my channel a lot if that's something you're interested in. But more importantly, I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and God bless.